And a good Monday morning to everybody waking up early on with us. Still before 6 a.m., still a ways to sunrise here, but looking pretty mild to start off this week of January. A lot of that snow from last week already starting to melt actually pretty significantly since our temperatures never got even close to freezing this morning. We're actually still about 40 degrees, so this is quite mild, at least for a couple days. You might catch a sprinkle or a light shower at most in what is going to be a dry week. And because of our calmer weather pattern, if anything, we're going to be forecasting more fog than anything else, especially when we get to those quieter and calmer days. This allows that fog to be a little bit more prevalent in the region. There's your current temperatures, by the way. This is not the forecast highs. This is right now, an hour or so before sunrise. We're still above 40 degrees in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. 45 in Lewiston is the warm spot right now. I mentioned you might see a sprinkle. There's a little bit of light rain just kind of hugging Coeur d'Alene. So if you're driving along I-90 or just about to hit the road towards 4th of July Pass, you'll run into a few sprinkles, enough that you'll have to flick the windshield wipers maybe once or twice. But this is not much. That is actually the most of what I expect today, which is kind of an odd thing to say because when I was looking at this forecast this morning, I did notice immediately that there is an atmospheric river. These are usually our mild and wet weather patterns for the Pacific Northwest. That is true for Seattle, not for Spokane. This is a pretty weak setup just for whatever reason. There's just not a lot of moisture that's getting funneled into the region. So Seattle on the west side is catching a lot of that rain, but the mountains are producing a very pronounced rain shadow effect, meaning that the rain just gets squeezed out before it even arrives. So those few sprinkles, it's really the most that we're going to see today. So not a huge impact here. Instead, we get the warmth. Those temperatures are in the 40s or even 50s for the inland Northwest and in the mid 50s on the west side. That's at least that half of the atmospheric river. We just don't see any of the rainfall in this particular case. And we're dry and pretty much quiet for the rest of the week. This is the long-term outlook, and I kind of use this really wide continental view because do you see any rain? Because I don't see any rain over the entire West Coast for the rest of the week here. That's actually why fog is possible, really starting Wednesday in those quieter days. And any fog or low cloud cover would keep us ultimately cooler, but that doesn't happen until the second half of the week. Instead, temperatures are in the mid to upper 40s today and tomorrow.